Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the topic of the peace accord that has been reached now, and that is the ULFA peace accord. And before this, let me wish you a very happy new year to all of you as we have entered into the new year. So I wish you all a very happy new year. May this year be full of good results for you and you give the exam with in a good spirit. So about the timeline, first we'll be looking at the news, then roots in Assamese anxieties, then what is ULFA, why, how it has reached towards peace, reasons behind the insurgency in Assam, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is internal security. And this becomes all the more important because this is related to the region of the Northeast, where the problem and the topic of insurgency always remains in news. The news talks about ULFA peace accord. So this in itself becomes a topic. History of its 44-year-long insurgency peace talks. So as the news itself is telling that it is a very long process that has now reached, you can say, a concluding point, because this is 44-year-long insurgency. It means since last around 50 years this process has been going on, but now the peace talks has arrived at a conclusion. So let us first look at the map of Assam. So if we will look at the 7 sisters of Northeast, then specifically if we talk about Assam, you can say that area wise largest among the northeastern states. Then Assam shares its border, the northern border with Arunachal Pradesh, southern border with Meghalaya, and then Tripura, Mizoram, then its eastern border with Manipur and Nagaland. So this is about Assam, and it shares its western border with, you can say, West Bengal. So these are few of, this is the geography of Assam. Then the pro-talks faction of the United Liberation Front of Assam, that is ULFA. So ULFA stands for United Liberation Front of Assam. Then they have signed a historic tripartite peace deal. So the tripartite peace deal, it means there are three parties in this peace deal, and these three parties are, first is the Government of India, second is the State Government of Assam, and third is the ULFA. So the tripartite deal, the tripartite peace deal has been signed between three entities, and that is the Government of India, State Government of Assam, and the ULFA. And ULFA stands for United Liberation Front of Assam. It means an organization which has been since a very long period of time, or you can say since last around 4 to 5 decades, has been working for the independence of Assam. Now roots in Assamese anxieties. Now what has been the problem? So the Assamese people have their own unique culture and language and a strong sense of identity. Now whenever we talk about the northeastern state or any other state, we have seen that the people are very sensitive about their culture, their heritage, their script, their language. So they want to conserve it, they want to preserve it, and they want to pass it to their future generation. So same was with the Assamese people. And in the 19th century, region's tea, coal and oil economy, they attracted a lot of migrants from outside areas to the state of Assam, and the indigenous population started to feel insecure. Now what happened was that because of the fertile land of the region, the tea, coal and oil economy, it started to grow in the region, and to work into the region, many migrants from the outside place were coming in. And now with time, what started to happen was that the migrant population was increasing in number. So it started to disturb the demography of the state. Now the migrants was increasing in number, so and the indigenous population was same or decreasing. Now what happened was that the demography of the state started to shift. Now this is where the problem lies, and this is where the indigenous people of the Assam, they were not liking this demographic shift which was happening, and too much of the migrants were coming into the state. Then further exacerbated by the partition. So during the partition time also, and then during the time of when Bangladesh was formed, this was also the time where the people of the Assam and Assam as a state also suffered a lot. Then there was competition for resources, resulting in a 6-year-long mass movement. Now what happened was that imagine a situation in which the area is same or is reducing, but the population is increasing. So if the population is increasing, the resources which are limited in nature or are scarce in nature, then it will be a huge fight for those resources. So what happened was that the competition started to take place in the market, and then a conclusion was reached, and that conclusion was Assam Accord. So Assam Accord was signed in the year 1985, and Assam Accord was signed to find a satisfactory solution to the problem of foreigners in Assam. It means that the people who were migrants or the people who were coming to Assam, what would be the solution to their problems, and also the solution to the indigenous population of Assam. So the Assam Accord was signed, and it was signed in the year 1985. Now about the ULFA. Now ULFA stands for United Liberation Front of Assam. It means they worked unitedly for the liberation of Assam. It was a group of more radical thinkers, and it was led by many people, formed in the year April 1979. So 1979 it was formed, and the ideology was of Assamese nationalism. It means that the Assam should be liberated and the Assamese nationalism should diversify and should spread. It should establish a sovereign Assamese nation through an armed struggle. So they believed in armed struggle, and they were looking for an Assamese nation which is sovereign in nature. It means which does not have the rule of any other identity. Then how it reached peace? It was in the year 2005 that ULFA formed a 11-member People's Consultative Group, that is PCG. So in the year 2005, People's Consultative Group was formed, which was an 11-member group, and then the committee mediated 3 rounds of talks before the ULFA walked out of the discussions and unleashed a new wave of terror. So this committee, that is the People's Consultative Group which was formed, they gave a proposal, but that proposal was not taken into consideration. Then in the year 2012, what happened was that it submitted a 12-point charter of demand to the central government. Then ULFA submitted a 12-point charter of demands to the central government. At this point of time, what was happening was that what the proposal was given by People's Consultative Group, it was not taken into consideration, and then in the year 2012, the ULFA submitted a 12-point charter of demands. It means they submitted a charter of demands to the central government, and then taking into consideration those demands, now the tripartite peace agreement has been reached between the ULFA, state government of Assam, ULFA, and which was the third party? It was the Government of India. So state government, Government of India, and ULFA, that is Government of India. And the tripartite agreement is the beginning of a new age of peace for Assam. This is what the government thinks, that this tripartite deal will come out with flying colors, and this will be able to solve the problem which was going on, that is the insurgency problem which has been going on since a very long period of time in the state of Assam. Now, reasons behind the insurgency in Assam. What has been the reason that the problem of insurgency is not ending in the state of Assam? So that is ethnic minefield. Now, as I said that in the whole video, as I've told you, that there are migrants which have entered in the state of Assam from outside, and there is indigenous people of, or the indigenous population of Assam. So there is an ethnic conflict which is taking place inside the state, that which the migrants wants to carry on with their culture, while the indigenous population wants to carry on with their culture. So there is a ethnic conflict. Then immigration, because no one would want people from outside coming and staying in their state and then increasing their influence over the time. But this has happened with the indigenous population of Assam, and this is what the population of the indigenous population of the Assam also believes. Then political factors has added on to the problems. Economic factors, because if the population will increase, and the resources will be scarce and limited in nature, then there will be a huge fight among the people for using of those resources. And then also with regard to education and jobs and employment opportunities. So economic factors also contributed to the problem. Then in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to give me the answer in the comment section. Which tribal group forms the largest majority in the state of Assam? So in the state of Assam, which tribal group forms the largest majority? Rabha, Garo, Mishing or Bodo? I hope and I believe that you people will be able to answer this one. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.